Peace and blessings, beloved. This is Reverend Empress Chakra Wanda, and I am a spiritual whole. Peace and blessings. So what is chakra talking about, this spiritual whole? I mean, what are you referring to? That's not a nice name or a term. Calm down, y'all. What I'm talking about is the art of spiritual life gardening. Spiritual whole, H.O.E. So I asked Spirit, I said H.O., but in a previous video, I was talking about how I was having a lively conversation of awareness with a sister friend about the chaoticness of just, the hustle and grind and the hamster wheel living and, working to more than make ends meet with all of the skills and gifts that you have in your life. And when change comes about that puts a wrench in your plan, maybe you've been going along for 10 years in a particular line of work, and then all of a sudden something happens that reduces that work, and so now you're at an impasse on what to do next. And I was like, like I'm saying to myself in a really hard gangster way, look now, I'm a spiritual whole. I trust in the divine presence, the unseen, and the universal signs that go on in life. I love everything about the intercourse of the mind with the divine. So I'm a spiritual whole. So as I later started listening to Spirit, I said, give me a good acronym for whole. And I heard spell it H-O-E. And of course I said, oh yeah, that is a gardening tool, right? Yeah, a spiritual gardening tool. A spiritual gardening tool. So a gardening tool, the whole, is used to dig deep. And that's exactly what my journey has been in the different careers and passions where change came and I got a new vision and I had to dig deep. I was given a theme by the divine many years ago, and saying that as a minister, as a speaker, as an encourager through spiritual poetry and expression and dance and art in relating to people, is to be a light to encourage others to continue to dig deep in their lives, learn from the lessons and blessings that come up, and take it along in your next leg of the journey. So spiritual life gardening was a theme that Spirit impressed upon me to remind each of us that we are beautiful gardens. In 2005, I wrote a poem called You're a Beautiful Garden. And then, so just seeing that theme in my mind every day about how I navigate my life. I've given a picture, a vision of waking up in a beautiful big house, tall ceilings, windows from ceiling to floor, with beautiful shears and one of those canopy beds, and waking up with just a warm tropical breeze, and I have on a long white dress, and I go down stairs to the porch, and I put on this belt to get ready to do work in my garden. And everything is provided. I have the tools necessary to till the ground, to break up any blocks or rocks, to fertilize. And as I go about each section of my life, health, relationships, life work, prosperity, manifestation and prosperity, garden, and the spiritual growth garden, where you spend that time nurturing the true essence that you are as a spirit. And so that's the thing that came. Then, as I was talking and the words just came out, spiritual whole. So that's what I mean about that. I have a write-up about spiritual whole. As I said, God gave me the concept of seeing our lives as a garden, and every section of the garden reflects a section of our lives. So we need tools. A hoe is a gardening tool. A spiritual hoe is a gardener of their own life, highly optimistic every day. But I have another acronym that came up, suggested meaning of H.O.E. A spiritual hoe owns their life, takes responsibility for all levels. They live from the end, asking the question, what if this were my last day? So my work with people as a spiritual life guide, she digs deep. She cracks the surface of the third dimension like a powerful seed. All pain is transmuted as fuel for navigating and manifesting from the fourth and the fifth dimension. What do you mean by that, chakra? Well, this will continue to unfold and become more clear as time goes on, but I gotta get it out. So, there's some suggested topics. I've been doing some work. So I want to launch a series about spiritual, the concept of spiritual hoeing, if you will. Some titles. Transformative tools for spiritual hoeing, pruning the past, hoeing through hardships, finding strength in spirituality, embracing your spiritual hoeing journey. But the idea is, that's, I put that term together. It draws those who are curious in. It'll repel others. So whoever is supposed to see this and vibe with this idea will get it. But I want to start to have some conversations that I hope to add value to others, and also share with you some of my sound healing, voice toning, and guided meditations. So that's what is happening. Thank you for coming in. Let me know that you came by. I'll also be opening up some Q&A. Yes, and I am available coming from starting now into the new year for spiritual life guidance sessions, right? And again, I'm designed to take you deep. If you're wanting a spiritual life guidance session, all right? And so what that encompasses, you would provide your birth date, time you were born, and where you were born. Then there would be a listening period. In other words, we would connect, give you some time to share if there's one area of life that you would like to experience a major shift in, and elevating to a different perspective of navigating that area of life, then we would have some listening time. And then from there, I would do a reading for you, and then we would come up with an action plan as you will get a free accountability partner follow-up with me. The energy exchange for that is on special now. It's normally $222 for 90 minutes, and it's 50% off at $111. What I'm going to do is I'll leave the email below if you want to request a time for us to do a 90-minute. I have different platforms that we can connect by video call. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know, what I've been working on. Yes, and I'll be seeing you soon.